This week I bought 47 items to resell on eBay. I'll show you them, tell you what I bought them for, and how much I hope to make selling them on eBay. Here's a preview. But for losers, speakers, boot sale, some batteries, Dunkel is heating in its box, Ravioli. Hello, my name's Pete from Pete's Retro Collectibles. If you haven't been here before, welcome. If you have, you know what to expect. I'm going to show you what I bought, tell you how much it cost, and tell you how much I expect to get for it. No waffle today because there's an awful lot. You're probably going to get 20 seconds on each item and then gone. Okay, let's get going. 2 wall masks. This is from the charity shop, or at least rather the charity stall at my car boot sale. These are lovely, aren't they? Look at that. If you can see them in frame. £5 for the pair, hoping to get 30. JVC stereo. I paid £2 for this. From what the lady looked like, I didn't expect it to work very well, and it didn't. But it came with 2 speakers with wire on the back, no grills. So I'm going to sell the speakers and cut the wires off the back of this one and dump it. Wii Sports, cost £1, sell for 8 or 9. It's a really nice disc. Yamaha, I put some batteries in. It's a PSS30, and that's going to go for £15. It cost me £1, so that was very nice. Monopoly for losers, cost £2, sells for 8. I've already bagged it all up and labelled it, and it's ready to list. I've actually listed a few of these things already. Dunkelman, size 8 shoe spreaders. Antique, or rather mid-century vintage, made from teak actually, and sprung, size 8. You might have seen the £5 sign. I actually got them for 3, and I'm hoping for 30 on those. I've seen somebody else sell them for £53.99, but they were a lot nicer. Same design, size 12, and nicely polished. Bop It Extreme 2 for £2, sells for £18 or £19. Hive Hub, this is by BT Hive. It's like home automation, but looks after your heating system. Cost me £3, should go for 60. Yeah. Mario and Sonic for the Wii. This is the Olympics 2012. Had to pay up for this because I wanted to play it, quite honestly. I haven't played it. It cost me £2. It should sell for 6. Don't know what that's doing there. Sony DVP SR170. One of the ones I can make region free. I'm going to do a video on region free. I'll probably release it exactly the same time. So at the end of the video, if you stay to the end, and you should, because there's other things going on, I'll put a link to the unlocking video I'm going to make today as well. Hopefully I'll make it today. Came with the remote. Cost me £3, should sell for 20 once it's been de-regionalised and made into a multi-region one. This is nice, very big, and it's got all the LAN capable things on the back. It's actually Wi-Fi capable as well. This one is a BDP S490, and it's not bad at all looking. It's a real sort of iconic design with the sort of curves on the sides and the front, with its remote, and I can unlock this one as well. But these are going for like 40 to 50 quid unlocked. I might even get more. I think the last one went for £54, and that cost me 6. I'll probably look for £40 with it unlocked, plus postage on top. It's large, so it'll be a £7.99. I got a broken Buzz Lightyear. He's not that broken.
Yeah. Who goes there, friend?
He does say things, and his wings pop out. It's not the type with the flashing wings and the lights. He's got a bit of his helmet missing, and his arm works. But he's a bit yellowed, a bit nasty, and no helmet bit. So maybe £8. Cost me £2. I got Catan Junior. It's a board game. Cost me £2. I've already bagged it up, labelled it, wrapped it. That's going to go out for, fingers crossed, £20. It's got one tile missing. But it won't affect the game because you don't need them all. And you won't need all of them if the game goes on and on and on and you've got all 4 players. You're not going to need them mostly. I got a desk lamp. It's CFL. I got this off the lady who sold me the hi-fi. It's very nice. As you can see, it's posable. Very dirty. Mostly plastic, but there's some metal bits that are, I've got a feeling there's a bit of corrosion, a bit of rust on them, but I'll give it a good clean up and we'll see. It's working, I've tested it. That cost me £1. I'm not sure what I'll get for it, but I think at least a tenner. Got 5 Sims 3 games, Sims 3 and 4 expansions. Now the expansions sell on their own for better than the Sims 3. I think it's because they're either Steam or whatever it is these days. You have to register them. But I'm not sure about the expansions. Anyway, people are buying sets of them, and I think I'll get 15 for that. I got a Huggaroo. That's one of these heating pads that go over your neck. I'll show you the picture of the listing, and you get much better effect. There's a lady there holding it, no, sort of wearing it over her shoulders. You can heat it up in your microwave, or you can cool it down in your freezer for, like, you know, hot and cold effects if you've got sore shoulders, or if you just want warming up, it's like a hot water bottle. They're very effective. I've sold them 3 or 4 times, and this one cost me £3. Should sell for 17. I got a tile off a Carboot guy for £1. You can't really see through the bubble wrap because I've got 3 layers on. It's like fish in a sort of undersea environment thing. I will show you a picture of the tile, and I'm looking for £25 on that. Cost me £1. I got another DVD player, Sony SR170H. I sold one of these last week for £23. It was boxed. This one's got no foam or manual. It's not as nice, but I think I'll get just as much because I'm going to unlock it. The other one wasn't unlocked. It was already up for sale, and somebody sent me an offer before I had a chance to take it down and unlock the region. So they got it for the price that they offered, £23 from a £26.99 sale. I'm happy with that, and it was easy enough to just put it in a bag. This one I'm going to de-regionalise, unlock the region, and hopefully that is if it'll unlock. This one's not in the list, but some of the ones that aren't in the list still unlock, depending. If this unlocks, that I'll be looking for well over 30, maybe 35. If it doesn't unlock, 24, £25. I got a Panasonic DVD player. This one's called a DVD S500. Unfortunately, there's no remote. So I got it for £1, but the remotes are about £6.50 to £7.50, depending on what's available at the time. And that makes it £8.50 as it is, or maybe £7.50. Well, they're only selling for like £19 new, delivered in their packaging. So I'm thinking 10, maybe 11 with the remote. It's just not worth my while buying one for that sort of investing £8 to make 10 or 11, £12 possibly. So I'll sell it as it is, and I'll probably look for a £5 plus postage. I got a electronic typewriter. This one's a Silver Reed EX133MD. I know that because I'm reading it off the box. Came in its box with a cover which just clips over the keys like so. I've tested it, it works great, and that cost me a £5. There's a carrying handle on it, but there's one on the box anyway. And it's got its instructions in the box. Humax free sat. I've been looking for these for ages. I've sold 2 up to now this year, and each one went for over £100. This one, unfortunately, the guy knew exactly what it was and how much it was worth. And quite honestly, I'm wondering now, because it's lovely looking, and it's got its manual, and it's got a power cable and a SCART cable and an HDMI cable and a controller, and he was adamant. He was the same guy I bought that DVD player SR770H. He originally wanted £5 for that. Anyway, he wouldn't take less than £20 for this. So I paid him £20. I know these are going for 100 or more. However, I have plugged it in. It's not the original power supply, it's a replacement. And it is working, but it's not powering up. So I might whip it apart and see whether there's a short or a faulty thing, or maybe one of the fuses or something. It may have been that the old power supply burnt out while it was working and fused it all. I don't know. Anyway, he sold me it for 20 quid. The remote and the power supply will sell for more than that. And as a spares and repair, I can probably get £30. So I stand to make at least £30 profit. But with a bit of finagling, I might get it up to 100, 110. Who knows? I wasn't going to let it go, even at £20. So I spent my money on it. A couple of stores along, Xbox 360E with a 250 gig hard drive. Unfortunately, it's just got a little bit of rubber holding it in, so I need a caddy for that. But doesn't have a controller, has a power supply. Power supply doesn't work properly, so that's something else that needs to be sorted out. Luckily, I've got loads of power supplies for those. For all the ones I've bought that don't work, I think I must have one of them big tubs full of power supplies for Xbox 360s, various types. So that shouldn't be a problem. And controllers the same. I've got loads of controllers. So I may be getting 40 quid for that. If I can get a caddy, probably a £5 for a caddy, unless I can find one, to put the hard drive in. And then, yeah, it's not too bad for £10. Came with 3 games. They're only 50p games, but it was worth having them. Load of figure 8 cables. Last video I told you I'd just run out. Well, I bought 6 off a guy at 50p each. If you know, you know. Baby lotion. Make sure it's the pink one, not the white one. Pink. This actually cost me nothing. I went to the stall, I picked it out, and she says 20p, and I said, yeah. I mean, obviously, it was just in a tray of old toiletries. But I didn't have 20p. In fact, I only had £20 note. And she said, just take it. So I did. It's one of those things, isn't it? It was towards the end, and I didn't have any change. It was just as simple as that. I'd run out of change. Sony Handycam. Sorry, I'm showing you the back of the box. There you are. It's a DVD92E, and it's one of those ones that I was just showing you the DVDs for previously. It's a small DVD that goes in the side of it, like that. It's a bit scratched, and the battery's not taking a charge. But that's okay, because I won't pay at a car boot what I would pay, say, for instance, picking it off Facebook. So I only paid £6 for this, and I'm hoping for 35 even without the battery. It works fine if the charge is plugged into it. So as a mains powered video camera works, it's fine. And it does record, and I've tested it, and it also deletes the DVD rewritable that's in it. But it needs a battery, and they're about a tenner, maybe 12, £15, depending on whether you buy an original or not. I think you can get a sort of a make for £11. So yeah, £35 for somebody, and they'll get a bargain, no doubt. Baby lotion, handycam, portals of power. I won't get them all out. I got 7 for £5 off a guy who had 7. He actually had them all in the same box, a cardboard box, and he had, I was looking at him, he says £1 each, and I'm like, oh, maybe, I'll have a look through them. And as I'm digging through them, looking at the backs to see whether there's any Xbox One ones, because they're the ones that are worth money, there isn't, they're all Xbox 360 and Wii, PS3, PC, I suppose. He actually says, anything in the box, you can have the whole box for £5. Well, it's full of wires, controllers, power supplies, sorry, not controllers, a mouse, another power supply, some micro SD cables. So, yeah, I said, fine, yeah, I'll have them for £5. That's how I accumulate power supplies, that I can just test against other things when I need them. And yeah, box is full of them. I got 25 pieces of media. We won't go into what they are. The vast majority, as you can see, are video games. I've got a load of Xbox 360, some Wii, and then some CDs, and some of them are CD singles. And then there's one DVD, The Complete Rhubarb, which is selling really well. So they cost me £5 for the 25 pieces. That's 20 pence each, and I thought that was a bargain. And then Ravioli. It's better off to show you that side. No, actually that side. It makes ravioli, but small ones. Not the big, like, restaurant ravioli. The little ravioli that you get in cans. That size. And it fits onto your pasta making machine. If you've got one of those that are 150mm wide, the proper Italian style ones, you know. It slides onto it. You put your sheets of pasta down either side, turn the handle, put your filling in, and it squashes them between it. And that is unusual and rare, but will fit all the standard ones that everybody sells. Yeah, it cost me £1, hoping for 20. If you're enjoying the video up to now, could you do me a favour and hit the like button below? It's the one with the thumbs up. I'm sure you all know where it is. And YouTube will prefer my video and show it to somebody else who might not have seen it before. Welcome back, it's charity shop time. I've done the Carboots. £101 was the total, if I didn't tell you the last time. £101 total on the Carboots. This is a charity shop stuff coming up. We're going to do it quickly, as usual. I showed you one of these last week. Well, it sold immediately. Well, not immediately. It took about a day and a half. This one's in better condition. I've checked it already with the Bluetooth on my phone, and it connects nicely, and you can use it as a controller on your phone, believe it or not. This one cost £5, and yes, it's in better condition than the last one, but I got $79.99 for the last one. This one, £70 plus postage, which is $79.99. Hopefully PS3 Game. This one cost £2.50. But it's a special edition with all sorts of extras, like you can use a PS Vita or a Move as the controller. There's all sorts of extra custom packs of costumes for the little Sackboy guy. So they're worth over a tenner. So it was well worth having that. Anybody recognise this guy? Well, if you press this button.
Hey, it's me, Blippi.
So Blippi, soft toy.
You ready to have some fun?
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says about 30 things, and that cost me £2.50 and probably sell for 11 or 12. Yeah, I was well surprised. I've got 3 DVDs. It was in the charity shop I was at. It was buy one get 2 free. They do charge £1.25 for the first one, but you get 2 free. So that one, it's a comedy series, cult following. That one, music video. That one, new and sealed film. And those are the 3 categories. I didn't do that on purpose, but those are the 3 categories you should be buying DVDs from. Don't bother with open films unless they're Blu-rays and, you know, very current. I bought a mirror, which I will... Oh, hold up. What do you think of that? £7, nice and shiny. You can probably see my camera now. Teak frame, just a hardboard back. Well, it's not hardboard, it's that thin board. Really nice beveled edge mirror with piping around the edge. There's starting to be a bit of foxing on the mirror and the back. But as far as I'm concerned, that's just character. We're talking mid-century, earlier than the 70s. You know, like 50s, 60s, maybe even earlier than that, I don't know. Very nice. £7. I'm going to look for 45, maybe 50. I got these 2 Hot Rock microwavable hot plates. They're basically a bit of granite or something similar that's been glued into a plastic base, which you can microwave. It heats up, and you can keep your pots hot on the table with them. Yeah, £1.75 each, £3.50 for the 2. Looking at £10 each on those. I've got a bag of blue Playmobil. It doesn't look like much there. I paid £3.50 for this. It's just about a kilo's worth. I'll show you the picture of my listing. I've already done the listing. Hopefully I'll get £14 or £15. I'm open to offers. I shouldn't have spent quite that much on it, but it doesn't matter. I got a light for 50p. That's equipment. It's going to go probably somewhere. It does stay on and it turns off. I put the batteries in. Shouldn't be a problem. Laura Ashley wallpaper. The only one roll, unfortunately. It was £2.99. I would have preferred to have like half a dozen rolls, because you can get a lot more money for each roll when they're matched and they can do a full wall with them. But one roll will sell on its own. I'm hoping for 15 to 20 on that. I have seen that particular thing. It's called Laura Ashley Pussy Willow Natural. I've seen it sell for £25. I've got PS2 Game. I overpaid for both these PS2 games that I got today. Well, this week rather. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts. Well, unfortunately, there's Cabela's Dangerous Hunts Extra, Special or whatever, Special Edition. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2 Special Edition. And it's the special editions which are worth more, and I didn't realise. So I paid £2.50 for this. It'll probably only go for 6 or 7. I got a Dymo letter tag for 50p. I got it with that light. It was like 2 for £1. This fits on the letter tag machine that I've got. I haven't run out yet, but I don't use it that often, but it does come in handy at times for labelling shelves and things. So that's equipment as far as I'm concerned for 50p. And at the same place I got a CD single, Dire Straits, 75p. It's actually well worn box wise, but the actual CD is fine. When they say single, there's still 4 tracks on it, you know, so it's not too bad. 75p. It's only worth a couple of quid. I'll give it a listen, see what it's like. I got a big bulb globe light. Quite nice these. This is £1.50. The retail on these is about 6 quid. So not much of a saving and not really worth selling. But it's massive. You see that? Well, it's a nice orange glow, warm light, and it's specifically for, you know, display the big, like, you know, when you've got like a big lampshade. So yeah, £1.50. So that'll be waiting unless I find a lamp that fits it. Another PS2 game. This is a better value one. I paid 99p for this. Sims 2 should sell for like, I don't know, £5 or £6, maybe £4. It's in really good nick. I wouldn't buy PS2 games if they weren't now. I know I can clean them, but that's only when I get bulk and there's some scratched ones in it. I'm happy with that. But I wouldn't buy a single game unless it was in really good condition. These were nice. I got these in the YWCA. Globe bookends. They both spin like that. Handmade in Italy, it says underneath. Made in Italy. It doesn't say handmade in Italy, but you can't put these on by machine. It's like printed labels that's been glued onto the globe and then varnished over by hand. Yeah, really nice. They both work. I'm going to look for £28 to £30 on those. A bit dusty, but they'll clean up. Where are we up? I got 3 egg coddlers for £1 each. Royal Worcester. I've listed them for 12. They've already got 3 watches in, what, a day and a half. So I hope to sell them for the full asking price. And then I bought some more bulbs from a charity shop. These are exactly the same type of thing as the 12 bulbs I got previously, but there's only 6 of them. They're, but they've got bayonet ends, so they fit in my normal lights. These are 4 watt. The equivalent though of, I don't know, a 40 watt light bulb of the old style. Very efficient. What else? Oh yes. Little cat. Smudge, his name is. He's a Quail Cat. Quail Ceramics. You've probably seen me sell. If you've seen any of my other videos, or at least 2 of them, 3 of them even, I've picked up these Quail Cats 3 or 4 times this year. One of them was a salt and pepper. A couple of them separate cats, and one is an egg cup. This is just a standard 3-inch high pottery cat ornament. But he only took about an hour and a half to sell. He's already gone. Listed him. He went about an hour and a half. So that went from £1 to £6.99 plus delivery. And my last thing for the day was this. It's a mould for chocolates. It cost me 50p. I put it up for £8.95. I'll take offers on that. So that was 50 quid's worth. So the total for the week is £151. I'm going to shuffle over, do the maths there for the total week's spend, which is £151, and all my expenses, and then my profit margin, projected profit margin. I bought quite a few things for equipment this week, so, you know. Anyway, and also, now that that's gone, by the way, I've hit 300 subscribers, so I've decided to do a giveaway. If you go and watch this video, you'll find out about it. It's called DVD region free profits. 1 click for extra money.